I thought when I get here, things will be better for us. No, we'll live under one roof. She knows my in and out, but I was wrong. You know, things got worse when I got here. But I'll just leave it at.
If you've been following Angela and Michael's relationship, you know that they've had their fair share of arguments and that Angela can be quite controlling, which has caused their marriage to fail. Now that they're getting a divorce, things are getting even messier as they continue to disparage each other. But today's big stars are Michael's legal team.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not okay. I mean, I'm this kind of person. I'm a very chill guy. Probably because I'm a very cool-headed guy and I'm an easygoing person. She took of that advantage, to do all what you know she did. I mean, if I was the one that did that to her, it would have been a different.
As the contents of a folder that Michael's lawyer brought into court were revealed, it's safe to say that the case took a significant turn. This wasn't just another back-and-forth argument between Angela and Michael, as we have seen so many times on. Rather, it was shocking evidence against Angela that could completely change the game. Their relationship had already taken a serious hit as a result of these new allegations, showing that there's way more going on behind the scenes than anyone thought. The first indication that the behavior was unraveling was a string of texts that Angela had sent to Michael over the previous few months. These texts weren't just any texts. They contained startling admissions that Angela had never made in public. When the lawyer read the texts aloud in court, the room fell silent in shock. Realizing that Angela had never truly loved Michael, it was all a show. Angela acknowledged in a text that her relationship with Michael was only a means to an end. She didn't care about him or their future together. Her primary objective was to maintain her notoriety. One particular text that stands out is one in which Angela states, "I have another man who truly loves me." People in the room were shocked by this one line and couldn't believe what they were hearing. If you thought that was the worst of it, think again, because further video footage emerged that completely upended everything. Angela, who had frequently attempted to play the victim or the devoted wife on the show, was now exposed and her actual motivations were clear. The worst part was that she wasn't just lashing out in the heat of the moment in these videos. She actually admitted she was using Michael for fame and money. At one point, Angela said something that shocked the entire courtroom: "You're just a stepping stone for me." Michael's lawyer didn't hold back and played several video calls where Angela was seen losing her temper with Michael and ways that hadn't been shown on the show. This was a side of Angela that most people had never seen before. She wasn't just emotionally abusive to him. She knew exactly what she was doing and why. As the video played, the room fell silent once more, as viewers were astounded by how easily Angela talked about using Michael to achieve her goals. Many had followed their story from the beginning, finding it hard to believe that Angela was in the relationship for love, even though it was with Rocky. However, it was now evident from both the texts and the videos that Angela had other motives from the outset. It wasn't just about two people who couldn't get along. Rather, it was about manipulation, control, and using Michael for personal gain. Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse for Angela, Michael's lawyer pulled out another set of evidence that took the courtroom drama to a whole new level. While these were emails which had private conversations between Angela and someone new in her life. In these emails, Angela talked openly about her plans to use Michael to boost her popularity on the TLC show, and once she had everything she needed, she was going to leave him. Angela wrote, "I will play the victim for the audience everyone will love it." This line was a clear indication of how Angela had been planning her exit strategy from the beginning. She was already thinking about how she could use Michael and then discard him once her image on the show was solidified. For the fans who had been watching this relationship unfold over the years, this was devastating. As these revelations came out one after the other, you could feel the tension in the room growing. Angela, who had started the day with her usual confidence, was now looking uncomfortable. Her plan to play the victim had backfired, and with all this evidence piling up, it was clear that she was losing control. The audience in the courtroom, as well as people following along in the media, began to see Angela in a completely different light.
Oh, we're getting close. I know this road. He's to the left, right up here, look. There's a big, thick gate. Look, to the left, to the left, to the left, baby. Man, him.
This case took a dark turn when documents revealed that Angela was not only manipulating Michael emotionally, but also using his connections in Nigeria to engage in illegal business dealings. The evidence showed that Angela had been working with people in Nigeria to traffic illegal goods to the US, and the worst part was that she was prepared to blame Michael for any problems that arose. In one chilling document, Angela allegedly told her friends, "I will just say it was all Michael's fault, no one will believe him over me." This was the most shocking moment of the entire courtroom drama. This shocking revelation rocked the courtroom. It was obvious that Angela wasn't only using Michael for money and fame. She had also been enticing him into illegal activities and plotting to frame him if they were discovered. What had begun on 90 Day Fiancé as a tangled romantic drama was rapidly developing into a criminal inquiry. People in the courtroom were visibly shocked at the thought that Angela was willing to destroy Michael's life to save herself if her illegal dealings were uncovered, changed everything. "And you are the problem, come will you come down, what's listen, don't hate me, don't get in my, do not get in my." Throughout all of this, Michael remained calm and collected even as more and more evidence piled up against Angela. He didn't show any signs of anger or frustration. You could tell that Michael had been waiting for this moment. He had been dealing with Angela's abusive behavior for years, and now the truth was finally coming out for everyone to see. While Angela's plan to paint him as the bad guy was falling apart, Michael stayed composed, feeling a sense of relief that the world was finally seeing the real Angela. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse for her, witnesses began to take the stand. Family members, friends, and even close acquaintances came forward to speak about Angela's behavior. A close family member admitted that Angela often spoke about leaving Michael and finding someone better. Another witness talked about how Angela frequently harassed Michael, treating him like he was nothing more than a pawn as her own family and friends turned against her. Angela's panic became even more apparent, and what had initially been a plan to discredit Michael was now backfiring in the worst way possible. These testimonies were devastating for Angela's case because they confirmed what the texts, videos, and emails had already revealed. In short, Angela had been using Michael for her own gain from the very beginning.
And you are the problem.
Will you calm down?
What's going on? Listen, don't hate me. Don't get in my... Do not get in my...
The judge was forced to adjourn the court because the evidence against Angela was so overwhelming. There was simply too much to process, and every new development seemed to make matters worse for her, from the secret video footage to the text messages to the criminal accusations. Even with a strong defense in place, Angela's case was unraveling faster than anyone could have imagined, and the judge needed time to consider everything. Outside the courtroom, it was evident that things weren't looking good for Angela at all. The media frenzy in the meantime. Fans are also offering their opinions on the entire situation. TLC, the network that produced 90 Day Fiancé.
Feet in my shoe. Would you like it if someone didn't protect you, that you married and put your whole life ahead, that you're getting older, going to die earlier than this man, and he's got his whole life ahead of him? You put your life on pause?
Issued a statement distancing itself from Angela. The statement made it clear that Angela's actions didn't align with the network's values and hinted that there would be no future projects involving her. Someone wrote, "I never really liked Angela, but it's unbelievable that she would get involved in these illegal activities." That concludes our discussion for today. What do you guys think about these events? Do you think Angela will face legal repercussions, or will she somehow manage to escape it all? And how about Michael? Do you think he'll find peace after all of this? Another person said, "I can't believe Angela was treating Michael like that. I always thought their drama was just for entertainment." Please leave a comment below, and remember to like this video. And click the link to keep up with all the most recent drama from 90 Day Fiancé.